You're logged on to ustreamradio.com, bringing you the finest independent music and urban talk radio. Thank you for logging on. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get this thing going.
ustreamradio.com. We are back once again to talk about Scandal. Every Thursday it goes down. Yours truly, Diamond K Pebbles, along with me. Today we're going to talk about Scandal Season 3, Episode 16. And how are you doing this evening first?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. I didn't know that we were this close to the end of the season.
How close are we?
Very close. I think that the finale's coming up.
Oh, okay.
And Olivia needs some time off so she can have her baby. So there you go. It's right on time.
You know what?
I think they've done very well hiding the fact that she's pregnant. They've shot things very well. You can't really tell.
Well, maybe because her coat seems to be a little bigger.
Coats getting bigger, a lot of purses, a lot of weird shots, like, around the corner shots.
Different angles.
Yeah. Sex scenes are shot kind of funny now. But, yeah.
They seem so odd, especially her kissing scene.
Yeah, okay, it does. It does seem like that. It does seem like that. You're right. That's because they're trying to get around her belly. Get in my belly. Oh. Olivia's father, okay? Can I say this? I don't trust him, okay? And let me tell you why I don't trust him, okay? First, this is going to be for my old school people. The reason I don't trust him is because he was in the movie The Brother from Another Planet, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't trust him because I always remember he was the brother from another planet, and you can't trust him, okay? Just so you know, look that up. Google that. It's the brother from another planet, okay? I guess some people might be offended by it, but it's an alien who's really a black man, and he comes from another planet. So, go figure.
And it has nothing to do with Scandal.
It has nothing to do with Scandal. It does, because Olivia Pope's father played the brother from another planet. Okay?
But he's also playing her dad. No.
And that's why I don't trust him. You just connected things for me. Now, Olivia's father seems to want to help Olivia by giving her info about, how B613 was funded. What did you think that he was on the good side, or you think he's on the good side, so to speak?
I thought he was on the good side, but after watching the entire episode, he did come to her like he was going to help her, but he also had her look into B613 even deeper. So it all boils down to, okay, well, he wanted her to shut down B613. That's why he told her how to do it. Yes.
And when the first thing didn't work, he was like, okay, well, he must have changed it because of this, and this. But Huck was the one who figured out. Well, initially he said he wasn't going for it because he thought something was going on. And I say that there is something going on. But
and
Huck,
he doesn't like her father, so he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's true, because he put him through a lot. But Huck is loyal to Olivia. That is definitely for sure. And he came up with some type of a device that would, kind of rip through the things that were done through Jake's phone and give him codes and all types of information. But Olivia had to place it on Command's phone.
So she had to take one for the team.
She took one for the team, and she looked like she was taking one for the team. She looked like she did not want to be there. She was completely repulsed by it.
Right.
And that being that Jake showed up at her house earlier, maybe days before, whatever, drunk. She refused to let him in because he killed her friend. I didn't know she was godmother to the kids, to the kid, to the
I think
guy's
you missed
kid.
that part.
Yeah, I missed that. But Jake showed up drunk, and I wish that he had said that my favorite line from An Officer and a Gentleman. Did you ever see Officer and a Gentleman?
No, I have not a clue what you're speaking of.
Oh, it's Officer and Gentleman. Lou Gossett Jr. and Richard Gere. You know who those people are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Officer and Gentleman, and you tell him, go home. It says to the white guy, it's raining. It's go home, which is Richard Gere. He says, I ain't got no home. And it just reminded me of Jake when he's.
See, I can't. Oh my goodness.
But Jake left, and I think that he should have been. I think he should have been weary of Olivia just popping up at his crib like that after she didn't have no rap for you.
Yeah, but she was still the pretend. He was her pretend boyfriend. So
yeah. So
he said, "Well, I popped over there. She didn't want any then. She might want something
now.
Now
I want some. Yeah. He was like, "Is this what you want? Is this what you want?"
So you haven't had one of those moments?
I have.
Oh, okay.
Not when I was the drunk part, but
Well, of course, you don't drink.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm not going to. Did you think that he was going to wake up and catch her in his phone?
I did. I thought, and he still. It may come out somewhere that he was peeking out of one eye.
He looked like he was fake sleeping. He looked like he was fake sleeping.
Right, and when she moved, she had to jump back and look because he moved.
Right. When she moved, he moved just like that.
There you go.
So some chick is coming out, Locke, with a book about Fitz and that whole little shenanigan. Clearly something done by Sally Langston. Right? I don't know who she is.
She's the mistress that first they were really coming out saying that it was Olivia. That was the rumor. So in order to diffuse that, she agreed to say that she was the mistress.
Oh, that's right. That was in season 2.
Right?
Yeah.
So, she wasn't supposed to come out and just talk about it.
But she wasn't the mistress.
No, she wasn't. They were writing saying that it was Olivia.
So she's writing a book about an affair that didn't even really happen.
Bingo.
Very, very underhanded tricks going on, and also speaking of the underhanded tricks, the Fitz administration leaked information about a abortion that Sally Langston's daughter had.
Cyrus did that.
Yeah, well, he's part of the administration, and they're fighting dirty, as that's what normally happens. And then when the noose gets around their neck too much, the guy Rustin is going to visit his wife in jail, who's the governor, and he's climbing up in the polls. They decide to work together to bring him down.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that situation and how that went down?
Well, that was smart of them to work together to bring him down. But now they're going to be back at each other's throats. Because he definitely has no place to run now. Because the video was leaked of you telling your wife that it was nothing she could do. And, so you just incriminated yourself in that room talking to her. So that video, you're done. Your whole political career is done now.
Right. Well, I don't know about that.
I would say so. You're sitting in there. You're a criminal.
Well, I hate to constantly bring up old stuff to you,
You always did.
School,
Go ahead.
in school,
When
some
did
of
this
our
happen?
younger
In
listeners.
1971?
School, some of our younger listeners. Okay, when I was in high school,
Which
there
was ages ago.
was a mayor named Marion Barry. Okay, now Marion Barry, for all of you kids, good mayor, did his thing. I think he was even like parts of the civil rights movement or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Marion Barry liked the white, not the wet, the white. Okay, and
You really just say.
I just made that up, and so
Clearly.
He got caught with well, actually, he got caught with some wet and some white. Okay, and his famous lines set me up. They caught him, a mayor, in office, doing cocaine, crack, and he got his job back later. So, I say that anything's possible in America, and the career may be over, or it may not.
That man was doing, you said, crack. Look,
yes.
Make sure you compare this to these younger listeners, older listeners our age.
Right.
He was doing crack. This man committed murder.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Never mind. Scratch all that.
Okay.
She's trying to set me up.
That's what she's saying. She's saying her husband set her up.
Yeah. She looked mad, too.
Very mad. I'm mad.
Well, I mean, she was cheating on him. He killed her boyfriend is what I was able to gather from the whole thing. But I still don't understand why she's in jail.
He told her, no, I didn't see that. I don't recall this.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna assume. He told her, "You're gonna take the fall for this." He set her up.
In the words of my cousin, he told Harpo to beat me.
Oh my goodness, you know what? Down by the lake.
Yes, a lot of inside jokes here. Fitz also wants to replace Andrew with somebody else. Do you think this is a good idea or not?
It's too late in the game. It's gonna look like something is shaky over there. I don't know. He doesn't have everything together. I wouldn't vote for him.
Right. Oh wow. Well, that's exactly what Olivia said. He also told Olivia that he did not love Millie anymore. He said he was indifferent to her. Well, she was indifferent to him, rather. I don't ever recall seeing him so vulnerable as he is right now.
Well, it's the same as we spoke last week. This is just someone he considered a friend, his kid's uncle, and to know that he's having sex with his wife, that is a problem. That is a problem. And that's why
he didn't like it.
Asked him what did he need, he said he needed him to stop having sex with his wife.
How jealous do you think Olivia is about all of this and his reaction to it?
She's very jealous.
Yeah.
She's very, but I mean, when you love someone or you're in love with someone, you will be jealous. No. I can see where she's coming from, partially, because I don't do the side chick thing. I say it every week. Death to the side chick. But I can tell that she genuinely loves this man. So for him to be so concerned about his wife sleeping with this man, it is a problem for her.
I think that it's so hypocritical for the president to be angry at his wife for having an affair when he's been having an affair the whole time his whole first term.
Once again, it's not about the affair. It's about this man being considered his friend, his brother, like an uncle to his kids. Olivia was not this woman's friend, home girl. They didn't hang out. She's not the child's godmother. She's not considered an aunt. Like, there's different. Yes, he is. He cheated. Yes, that's obvious. But not with one of his wife's close friends. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be real.
That's true. That that part is true.
And the wife still wants it. She still wants Governor Nichols.
That's true.
But Olivia gave that ultimatum.
Yeah,
you either want to be vice president or you want Millie.
And we see what he selected.
Indeed.
We see what he selected. And she told him what she was going to do. She would drop him from the ticket and ruin his political career. I think that Millie would leave him if he didn't have any power. You agree?
I agree with that.
Well, as far as Quinn goes, how do you think her career with B613 is going?
Not going too good because it is very obvious that she still has that part of her, that connection over to Olivia and the rest of the gladiators. Because when she saw the picture of Maya Pope, it was like, oh no, this is, immediately she wanted to take her down, for Olivia, not for B613. It was for Olivia.
Yeah, I think she's on shaky grounds. Her boyfriend he smells something is going on with her loyalty.
He smells what Quinn is cooking. No, yeah, he can definitely see that. So I just want to see it all come out. They drag it out so far.
It's an eventual showdown between him and Huck is coming. Would you say that?
Yeah, I think Huck will win.
You think? Well, I think that's what people would like to see. People would like to see that that fight. Olivia's mom and her whole little terrorist raid on B613's radar. They're watching them from the cameras. They got the whole thing going, and then all of a sudden, Huck cracks the code. He cracks the Holy Grail and gets the whole thing. Olivia says, "Shut him down, shut him down, shut him down." They shut him down.
Oh
But when they shut them down, they are monitoring the bomb. They're setting the plot, and they're just trying to find out what the scheme is. And then lights out. You didn't pay your BG.
Lights out, ladies.
Right.
Yeah, so once the lights go out, then they don't know what's going on. They don't know where the bomb is going. But what was surprising to me is that Jake come busting in there with those hands around, with that one hand around Olivia's neck. I was shocked. I didn't think he would ever do that.
You didn't think he would do that?
Because I didn't think he would, not to her. He seems to really care about her.
I think that he feels betrayed for what she did. I think once everything cut off, he figured out, that what she had done, she did something. And that's why he needed to come exactly to her. And then to top it off, a bomb is going on. So I think that they've lost sight of the fact that the B613 do things that need to be done. And sometimes you don't like what has to happen. But it's an issue of national security, and I think that they made a big mistake.
They did. I agree.
Because now
we're seeing
it's going down.
For next week.
Basement.
We're seeing the previews for next week. We know exactly where that bomb went.
Yeah.
So we know that they definitely messed up.
Well, before next week happens, I want my predictions to be shown. I think that Olivia's father is in on it. I think he's a part of the plot with the bomb and the roses and all that good stuff. I think he's in on it. You heard it here first.
I would have to agree to, I don't know how much he's in on it, but it seems like there is a connection. I just don't know how much of a connection. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Speaking of waiting to see, I think there's another fight that I want to see, and that is with Jake and the president. I think that the president will lose, but I want to see that fight, and I want the videotape. It's gonna look like Kane whooping your ass.
Oh my goodness! I don't think they're gonna get that far.
Who's gonna stop it?
I don't think that they will come to blows.
Yeah.
So that to me, that wouldn't even be a fight to watch.
It's not a fair fight.
The president, he just does not look like he can fight.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's not a fair fight. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, it's not fair. He doesn't look like he can fight. He's all messed up emotionally. My brother is sexing my wife.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's his brother.
Oh, it's not his blood brother, but he considered that.
Yeah, I mean, he's around. But he's in love with that girl.
He is. He said it.
Yeah.
They're both in love with their side pieces.
Yeah, well, they can just make nice now, and then once the campaign's over with, they can as you were.
Yes, you gonna mess with your side piece, and I will mess with mine.
yeah, definitely.
Everyone's happy.
We're definitely tuning in next week for what appears to be the finale. Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna get. I think it's gonna get ugly. Somebody's going down. Maybe it's Olivia.
Basement.
Maybe.
I don't think Olivia's going down.
Yeah, well, the show's not called Olivia. It's called Scandal.
Exactly, but it's all because of that side chick.
Well, she is having a baby. Babies are having babies.
Whatever. Listen, when this episode goes off, that bomb is gonna go off. Okay.
What?
It's just the bomb is gonna go off.
Excuse me?
But if they won't show, can't hear me?
Oh yeah.
Excuse me?
Blow up, girl.
Are you okay?
What?
Okay, so anyway, the bomb is gonna go off. They're just not gonna show.
Excuse me? Did you say the bomb?
Yes.
Are you the bomb?
You know what? I'm not playing with you or your songs, okay? So, like I said, they're not going to show who gets hurt, and that'll take care of the time that she needs to be off with her baby.
Are you serious? Is that what you think they're going to do?
Yes.
And then we have to wait, and that's going to be the cliffhanger? We're not going to see who gets hurt?
That's what I think.
Good. That would be a good cliffhanger. And then they're going to come back in the summertime.
It wouldn't for me, because I would want to know. I would want to know.
When did last season end? Was that in November? Or December?
You're asking me to think back too far.
It was at least 2 months. It was at least 2 months in between.
Yeah.
I guess it started up in February, maybe, or January.
It's probably.
So how long will we have to wait? I guess is my question. So if it stops in April, when is it going to start back up? September?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna come back sometime. It hasn't waited. Like, I had to jump into Scandal. Like, I had to get into it mid-season during the first season.
Right.
And because I was just getting into it, I had to be reminded Scandal's gonna be back on. So it's still the same thing. I might scroll and get on the website and say, oh, okay, it's coming back on this date. But right. I do think it's at least, 2 or 3 months in between the time that they air.
Well, we got next week coming, and some type of a big fiasco. It seems like they always do a big fiasco at the end of the season, right?
Yeah, a big banger.
Yep. change is coming, as they say in Game of Thrones. Anything you want to say before we get out of here? I really enjoyed this episode.
I don't have anything to say except the bomb is going off, and we're not going to see who get hurt.
Boom. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We will see you guys next week after the season closer.
If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, please take a moment to give us a 5-star rating or review. We love the feedback. If you're on YouTube, click the like button. Here at Ustream Radio, we bring you exciting programming absolutely free of charge. Log on to ustreamradio.com today. Thank you for listening, y'all.